Hey everyone, it's Sarah Joy. Welcome back to my channel. I've got another week's worth of home updates for you that we've done around here. Honestly, I feel like I haven't done as much as I wanted to. I kind of feel that way every week, but this week there was more involved. But I finally finished my entire bedroom set. So the china cabinet and then 2 chairs and a side table that go in there. And I'm so happy with how it turned out. So I can't wait to show you that. And I have begun progress on painting, or shall I say priming, some cabinets. And so I will show you that as well. Plus I've got some other fun projects that I've been working on. So I want to show you that. So let's get into it. Okay, so here's the deal. I've been making videos on Tuesdays, and so when Wednesday comes around, I feel like I need to give myself a break. So last Wednesday, I just did some really chill projects around the house and like kind of gave myself a breather. So then Thursday and Friday were kind of like the only days that I put in some work. And then Saturday was completely full, like all day long with a church event. And Sunday was completely full all day long. We had people over all day. And then yesterday I got to do a little bit more work. So I feel like I haven't been able to like really get a lot done this week, which is frustrating for me because I always want to have like a ton done, but I did make some progress. So the first thing that I tackled was finally finishing the bedroom china cabinet, 2 chairs and a side table. And I love the way it turned out. It's just so nice to look at. I still have one mystery that I'm working on solving, so maybe one of you guys can help me out with that, but just being able to see that finished in our room has been amazing. And then I also went and just emptied out the rest of the cardboard boxes that we had stashed in a corner in there, and that feels a lot better too, to just have that cleared out and put away and organized and all that stuff. Also, I feel like things, when you're moving, it just keeps like being a never-ending cycle because, for example, I put stuff away finally in our master bathroom, right? I put stuff underneath the cabinets, got them all organized and everything. Well, then we get new countertops and they are putting in new sinks. So they have to take everything out from under the cabinets. So I was like, awesome. So I take everything out from the cabinets and drawers and everything because they have to put the countertops in. So then I put it all back in. Well, now we're painting them, so I have to take it all back out, or it's all on display. I have to take everything out of the drawers. It's all on display again. So I feel like, you know, just when I put stuff away and get it organized, it doesn't last for long. So that's been fun. But yeah, I will show you my test cabinets that I'm doing, the test hinges that I've already tried. And let me show you my bedroom set because I'm so excited about it. So if you've been following this project, you know I've been working on it for quite some time, so it feels really good to finally be done with it and have that behind me. Anyway, if you want the process on how I painted these, you can find that in my last video where I'm walking you through the process of using chalk paint to basically make it look like a very light stained wood because it's very dark before. So if you want the before and after, or the process, I guess. If you want the step-by-step process of how I did that, go back to my last video and watch. But here we go. Let me show you. All right, so this is my first rendition of styling the shelves. I just kind of pulled some of our current reads and then a lot of reject books that we don't have. But here you go. So I was excited to show off some of like my wedding stuff that I never knew what to do with. So I have my bouquet. This is our little guest book with photos that people signed. These are my vows. This is some artwork that somebody did of my dress. It's really cool. And then I pulled in, you know, lots of books along the shelves. Just wanted to display some stuff. I'll still work on it. Here's the mystery. This cabinet has lights, and they're supposed to come on. There is no switch for these lights, and I've checked out the electrical situation up on top. There is supposed to be, from my research, there's supposed to be a sensor that just turns the lights on somewhere, and I cannot find the metal plate that is the sensor. So I'm waiting to see how these lights will turn on. but the bulbs do work if you're curious, because everybody asked me that. So I thought I was going to change out these knobs, the hardware, but I'm fine with it. You know, I put them back on and I was like, I kind of like how it all looks together. So that's how it is for now. And I have this little seating area. Don't mind the fact that I haven't hung any artwork pretty much anywhere because I'm still figuring it out. But yeah, so I had these 2 chairs and this table, which did not go together at first, but I think now that I painted them all the same color, they do seem to go together. So I wanted this as like a little reading area to just do like coffee, Devo, whatever, but I really like how it's looking. So now we have a little sitting area and then the awesome china cabinet dresser situation. So very, very happy with how it turned out. If you ever need to paint your wood to look like a light wood stain, I say do it. So now we move into the bathroom and you see I have removed the drawers and the cabinet doors, and this is what I am priming and ending up painting. Now this is a bathroom that has a window that faces it, so you can see I have no lights on in here. It is a very nice natural light that shines through, so I'm kind of wondering if these cabinets should be really dark and kind of tie in, you know, like this dark look that I have with the black mirror, the black faucet. Maybe I'll do something dark here. But yeah, I'm not totally sold on the cabinet color that's gonna go here, so I will keep you posted. But let me take you now from here out to the garage so you can see the cabinet doors. Okay, so this is my first rendition and I already have some lessons learned as far as these cabinet doors go. So this is like the first layer of primer. Now, I watched this YouTube video. This one is the medicine cabinet door, so it's probably the most done. I watched this YouTube video that said, hey, if you have a lot of detail on your cabinet doors, such as this, case in point, you can use a spray-on primer to just go around the detailed edges so that you don't have to do them with a brush. Well, I did it. It turned out so terrible. When I say it looked like fake snow, like completely clumpy, and I pretty much had to razor it all off and just start over again. I am really unimpressed with, I guess, the brush that I'm using to go over the detail, because let me just show you an example. It does not go on well at all. First of all, you can see totally that I've done this part with a brush and then gone over this with a roller, because the roller kind of like doesn't leave a streak at all. The brush is so streaky with how it turns out. So I will be lamenting and figuring out the primer and how to lay it on best, I guess, today. But I have an idea for how this process is gonna go after I get done with the primer. So after the priming gets done, I'm going to sand it to where it's completely smooth. I'm using a very high grit sanding sandpaper. So I'll probably use like a 120 or above to get it like very, very smooth. And then I'm going to go in and spray them down. Our friends Matthew and Kelly have just finished painting their cabinets. So I snagged a paint sprayer on Prime Day and it came in. So I'm going to be using that to spray the cabinets. But what he did was he cut up these little pieces of wood to hold up the cabinets as they're being painted. Now you can see right now, I've totally jacked this up because I've just been using extra bricks that we had to like hold up the cabinets as I'm painting them. But yeah, so he used these little pieces of wood with a nail in them. So they're actually just being held up by nails. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy him in that and go ahead, when I'm doing the spray, I'm gonna paint the back of the door first and then flip it immediately, put it on the nails to where just the nails are holding it up, and then paint the front side of the cabinet and then the sides so that any runoff that happens will be on the back side of the door rather than the front side of the door. And then we'll leave them to dry for a very long time. Also, it's been raining like constantly here, so it's very, very humid and it's been hard for the primer to dry in a timely manner, and it's just been like so humid, sticky, tacky out here. So hopefully that gets resolved as well. I have the door closed today to just kind of try to keep that excess moisture out of the air. So that's how it's going. All right, now for some exciting news. I did a test cabinet inside my kitchen to see how the soft close hinges work. And I did it like very quickly. So I didn't actually use all the parts I needed to use, which I watched this YouTube video. I don't know why I need this, but I know that I need it. And I'll explain later. This is a self-centering hinge bit that you can put inside of your drill, I guess when you're drilling in the new hinges. And I think I know why. It's because the door is like not sitting level. So I'll have to watch that video when I'm doing these for real and figure out that. But let me show you the before and after, and then I'll show you what I think messed up on it. All right, so these beautiful cabinets, haha. Close so loud. I'm not slamming these. That's just a natural close. I'm barely opening it 3 inches. Slam, so loud. So I came over to this one, which this one, like the bottom was already kind of, it was so janky before. I don't have a video of me opening, but I just replaced this and wow, what a dream. It's not slamming shut. I have it on, there are 2 levels of speed of which this can close, and I just put it on the slowest because I was having a lot of fun with watching them close, but I can shorten it a little bit. But here is where I think I need the self-leveling hinge, because you can see that this, it just, where the hinge is, there's a gap here in the cabinet and versus right here where there is not. Maybe you can see it a little better this way. This is sticking out more versus this is like right up against the cabinet. So they're not laying evenly. So I think when I'm putting these on for real, I'm gonna need to use that self-leveling hinge bit in order to get these to lay properly. But other than that, this is solving all of my problems with the sound. So I am very, very pleased with that. So in response to the fact that I haven't hung artwork pretty much anywhere in the house, is because I was trying to start fresh with a good bit of it, and I have wanted to print photos for a long time of our wedding, which who knows if I'll use that or not, but I just want them somewhere. I want physical copies of our wedding, which I just have never done. And then the second thing is I have wanted to get travel photos that I've taken from different places that we've been, of just like the buildings, the architecture stuff that I like, the pretty trees and ivy. And I want to print those out and use them as some of our living room or bedroom wall art. So I am working on getting all of those loaded up. I think I'm going to print them through mpix.com, and right now they're doing like a 50% off sale on their prints. So hopefully that works. And I'm going to get those probably all done and framed. And then I guess right now what I'm thinking is like some mega shelf in the living room above the couch, and then trying to just arrange those different prints all together on one really big fakey shelf. So I'm trying to make it look like it's a like a built-in, so I'm probably gonna paint it like the same color as the wall, I think, right now, and try to make it more like molding instead of like a IKEA shelf, I guess, that you would see hanging. But I'm trying to make it like nice and big, nice and long, and then mount it with a bracket and kind of make it, I don't know, look a little bit more like it's all one piece of the wall, so paint it all the same color. So that's the vision I have in my mind's eye. We'll see how it turns out, you know. But right now I'm going to upload all of those pictures and try to get them ordered. All right, here is a little preview of our office area. It's definitely not finished, but some improvements over here. All right, the last thing that I have to show you is a creative project that doesn't have to do with my house, but I came out with 3 new blanket designs tonight that are going up into my shop. So I want to show you those real quick. One, I am a believer that it's never too soon to start on fall. So I have a fall blanket that's really cute and playful that is going into my shop. I don't know about you, but I guess when it gets super hot outside, I start being really ready for the season to change. So as soon as my birthday is over, I'm going to be in full fall mode. So that blanket is going up tonight. And then I have two variations of this second scripture blanket. You might have seen the other one that I have that's a bunch of healing scriptures. But this one is Matthew 11:28. And it says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." And I have two different versions of it. One you'll see just has leaves on the bottom, and the other one has some wildflowers in the back. And it's a cool charcoal, really soft throw blanket, and I'm excited to see who that will bless. So those are going up into my shop and my Etsy shop. If you want to check it out, you can go to sarahjoy.tv/shop, or you can go on Etsy and look up Sarah Joy Studio, and those are on there. All right, guys, that's all I have for you tonight. Stay tuned for next week when I show you more progress on the cabinets, and hopefully my artwork will have come in by next week so I can show you some of the prints that I'm getting made as well, and you'll see some progress there. But if you haven't already, hit subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
What a wonderful